Hello, old friend. Hello, old friend. I missed that. Oh. Oh, she's back, guys. Welcome to another video. And yeah, if you followed the channel along before, you know that I used to own a Volvo 940 Turbo. Vera, as she's known to me and to a lot of people that actually follow the channel. Yeah, let's just enjoy this straight bit of road for a second. Right, yeah, I sold Vera to James, who you know on the channel anyway. I needed to free up funds. I bought a van. I needed to secure the workshop, and I don't regret it in the slightest. The move I made was the right thing at the time, but I missed her. I genuinely felt like there was something missing from my life. I've sold some really nice cars. I've owned some really nice cars. Even selling the budget Clubman Amber wasn't as difficult, but this was really, really difficult. And the biggest saving grace is I sold her to James, obviously a very good friend of mine. And that way I was able to one day buy her back. And we did kind of make a pack and a deal, say, yeah, in a few years time you can have her back, it's not a problem. But I couldn't wait. Like, I don't know how to put it into words. So those of you that don't know this car on the channel, this is a 1997 Volvo 940 Classic. It's a low pressure turbo car, but it's not standard. We'll have a quick walk around in a bit. But this is my first proper drive really, since getting her back up the country, and yeah, kind of getting used to her and just enjoying the car again, I guess is the best thing. But yeah, I just love how this car's made. It makes me smile. It's a Volvo estate to everyone else, but it does that. It's just, for me, I don't know what it is about this car. I wanted one ever since I was like growing up. Friends' parents had them, picked their kids up from school. All my friends' parents had them, and I was, oh wow, really like that car. It always stuck in my mind as the car of the 90s, the Volvo 940. I bought this car off friend Jackman. It had been sat around for a long time, had engine faults and stuff like that, and I think I've done 11 or 12,000 miles in the car before I sold it. So I owned the car just over a year, and yeah, I loved every minute of owning it. I've just loved it. I really have. It was my winter car. I did everything, and I've made a few changes to it since having it. So the car itself has got a custom exhaust on it. It sounds really nice, but also, like, you can hear me now, it's not ridiculously loud. It drives well, sounds good. It's a really nice system on it. That was fitted by Jackman, friend of mine, and it's got a slightly different turbo. So it's got a TD04 15C, not a 13C. Not a massive jump, but it does make the car get down the road nicely, and it makes you grin. Oh, put that heated seat on as well. So, like mentioned, I really wanted this car back. It felt like there's a part of me missing and I need to have it back. But what are my plans for it? Because I did have a lot of things I wanted to do to it before it went. First of all, James has done a few bits to the car. He's fixed quite a few of the electrical faults I had with the gauges, and we are still working on some lights and stuff that are out. He's also done the engine mounts on the car, which was, I never really noticed it, but since driving it again, I've definitely noticed that they're right. It definitely feels a lot more solid on the road. The engine's not wobbling around. But yeah, the car again is has less daily duties, so I am going to be on the hunt in the new year for a daily from a daily. But it's going to just get really, really well looked after. Right, so I think it's about time we took a bit of a walk around, see what's changed, see what's new, see what you guys remember, because obviously I've had this car for a little while. And yeah, let's see what the plans are, see where she fits into Simpsons Classics. And yeah, let's go find somewhere good to park up and have a look round. Oh, Vera. Everyone's got to love a brick. What a cool car. It's just something about it. Oh, yes, what a car. Handles like a boat. Sounds like a race car. And you can chuck your crap in the back. What more can you want from a car? Right, so here she is. My 940 Turbo, back at last, and she's joining the fleet. Obviously, since she's gone, well, we had the Amazon when we still owned her, and then we've got the 340 to join the gang. So, kind of got a Volvo from all the quite good eras, I think. Just missing an 850 T5. Yeah, maybe that's something on the cards, but you can't beat a red block Volvo, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with that. So here she is. I mean, the camera, she does look really good on camera, but there is faults. If you remember, there's like paint chip that needs to be sorted properly, a few dinks and dents and stuff like that. But yeah, she is basically how I want her to look, like look wise. I changed the wheels to the Hydras, which are quite nice, kind of OEM plus wheels for the car. So they were refurbed, not very well, I might add, and they're already starting to show their age, so they do need to be redone. But our new old stock centre caps, basically had the colour matched and painted them, so I did do a video on doing them. Since having all these Volvos, I thought it was probably best, so a quick shout out to the Volvo Owners Club. So go check them out if you've got a Volvo. Really, really good membership, forums and stuff like that. So today I really should be at the NEC, but I haven't had time to get down there. But yeah, really good. And obviously the GRRC membership, you know, you've got to have that on your car, haven't you? So yeah, exterior wise, I'm not going to do anything to the car. I love how it looks. I know it's weird to really like a boxy Volvo, but I just love it. There's nothing I would change about this car on the exterior. So there's things I want to sort. So there's loads of green algae stuck in this light. It needs a proper good detail and clean. So I want to take that off and sort that. I want to repaint things like the wiper arms just to tidy them up a bit. This light needs replacing, still does. It's missing a chunk. I glued a piece back on. That needs to be sorted. It will eventually fail an MOT because that's gone really cloudy. So I want to find another one of them. There's a few bits and pieces on it, like there's a few scratches that I really want to polish out. You can't see that at all on the camera, like little dinks and chips. This is the one thing that really does need to be addressed. It's always been the worst part of the car, so we'll sort that. But yeah, look at her, it's just great. It's still got stickers on as well. James never took them off. So moving on to the inside, she is just functional Volvo in here. Really, really nice. So it did have a air fuel ratio gauge in here, but it's been removed. I do still have it. Might pop it back in, but I do want to relocate the boost gauge into a vent. So I'm hoping, there's a chap on Instagram that makes these vent mounts, so I can tuck it away in there so it's safe, so all this wiring can disappear, because I really hate all that. It's always done my head in. But yeah, she's got original snow mats in the car, original grey interior, no great big frills in here. Really, really nice, just clean and tidy, and it's been kept clean and tidy. So she pushed 183,000 miles, which, you know, if you know your Volvos, that's absolutely nothing. But we'll check out the engine bay, because that's always worth seeing on a red block Volvo. So in the business end, oh, look at that. You cannot beat a red block Volvo. Look at that. Just a beautiful lump. So it's got the BSR exhaust system and induction kit on it. Turbo ski down there. I do potentially fancy putting a boost controller in there just so I can get a little bit more out of the car, but we'll see how things go. It's one of them and just see what happens. But yeah, in here I just want to really clean it up. I've got a rocker valve leak, but I think every red block Volvo leaks a bit of oil, so I do want to sort that out just to try and tidy up a bit. But in here I just want to, yeah, just a general tidy up really. It's, apart from them bits, it's basically as it was. We put a new fuel line on it when I brought it back on the road. It's due its service, so I bought an oil filter for it, some oil, so that will get done. Maybe we'll cover that in a video if you're interested. Right guys, thank you for watching this little video. As you can tell, I am pretty happy to have this car back. I literally adore this car, and people that haven't got one won't understand, but people that have experience with old Volvos will understand why I like this car so much. I honestly just can't wait to get all the little jobs done now, and she's going to live a slightly more pampered life, but still get used as a Volvo, because at the end of the day, that is what it's for. It's a big estate, just makes cool sounds. That brings me to the sponsors. So Minimine, if you're here for your classic minis, guys, there is a discount code now on the screen, and everything in the description below to their eBay shop. Please go check them out. Great company, and it massively helps our channel out. So go give them some love and go get your bits ordered for your classic mini. Get ready for your winter projects. And while you're down there, have a check out of Frost. And while I'm on the subject of Frost, so there's a discount code and everything in there for them, so please go check them out. But there is actually a open day, a launch event for their new warehouse. So they're based in Warrington in Manchester, if you're local, and it's basically classic cars, food, drink, chill, have a chat. So there is a link in the description to upload to that, so please go see that, fill out the form. You can bring your classic car, come along, support Frost, and also obviously we're going to bring 2 cars, so we're going to bring this and the sidewalk most likely, and it'd be nice just to see you all, have a bit of a chat, play with some tools, make a plan. You can guys can see a bit more of a background of the channel, and yeah, really excited for that, so it should be good. So please go check them out, check both of them out. And while you're there, please subscribe to the channel. If you're here for your Volvos, drop in the comments. If you're here for your minis, drop in the comments as well. But yeah, I hope you can appreciate that this car is a bit of a part of me, and I'm really happy to have it back. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. So let's get stuck into the plans for this car. But first of all, we've also got the minis and the 340 to get going, but old Vera will be in the background again now, which is absolutely epic. So many more miles to cover. Catch you next one, guys, and thank you very much for watching as ever.